Hey everyone! I just finished up a really great Zoom video, Zoom meeting with some fifth graders a few minutes ago, and where I was explaining that I stopped by the recycling bin this morning, and I found some items in the recycling bin that were, I got really inspired because this week in music class here at Eastside, we were talking about the French horn and the hunting horn and the brass family of instruments, and I brought those with me today to show you what we're working with. So this is the ancient ancestor of the French horn. It's called the hunting horn. It's been around for about 600 years. It was originally used in Germany and France to give signals over large distances in the forest by hunters. And it is simply a coiled up piece of tubing with a bell at one end and a mouthpiece at the other end. In order to make sounds on this, you have to buzz your lips. And that's how it makes a sound. The mouthpiece works as a funnel to funnel the sound into the instrument. And that, in turn, makes the sound louder when it comes out the bell. The hunting horn was, as I said, was used to give signals over long distances in the forest. This instrument is very powerful. It's typically used outdoors and could be heard over distances of up to 1 or 2 miles in the forest. Hunters used these to give signals to other hunters while they were in the forest hunting, and so they could play different signals on these. Eventually, composers loved the sound of the horn so much that they developed something called a French horn. The French horn is the standard orchestral brass instrument that is shaped like the hunting horn, except it has a lot more tubing and valves and a system where you can change the notes, because on the hunting horn there are only certain notes that you can play. You can't play all of them. I'll show you that now. On the hunting horn, here are the only notes you can play. You can't play an actual scale. So you can play those are the notes that you can play on the hunting horn. While on the French horn, all of the notes are capable, and musicians and composers over the years discovered that you could control the sound better by placing your hand inside the bell instead of holding the bell up. That just makes it easier to hear. It blends better with other instruments and sounds more refined. Here are the notes on the French horn. French horn, one of the first composers to realize the true beauty and power and just the greatness of the French horn was the composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, who lived in 1756 till 1791. And he wrote 4 great solos for the French horn. Here is a little bit of one of those solos. You can hear that it kind of sounds a little bit like a hunting horn call might sound out in the forest, but it also sounds more refined. So I hope you'll enjoy this. so that's a little bit of some music that Mozart wrote for the French horn. But today, my main point is that we're talking about brass instruments, French horn in particular, and I stopped by the recycling bin. I'm kind of getting to my point now. I stopped by the recycling bin this morning and found in the recycling bin a soda pop bottle, which I used some scissors to extract the top of the bottle. Just cutting around it, and so I'm going to save this piece, the top of the bottle. I'm going to save that right here, and I no longer need that. And then in the recycling bin, I found a piece of hose. I think this is plumber's hose, or something you might find in the shower or the sink, connecting your hot water heater to your sink or your shower. I'm not sure. Found this in the recycling bin. And I'm going to use some duct tape to connect this to this. You can do this at home. I'm pretty excited about this. I literally just picked this stuff up on the way to class this morning out of the recycling bin, and we're going to see if it works to make a horn. I'm super excited to share this video with you later today. And maybe you'll be inspired to do this as well. So put the tape on here, and you might be wondering to yourself, well, what about the mouthpiece? And don't you worry, I have that covered as well. I call this brass on a budget. So then the other thing I found in the garbage this morning was this dish soap bottle, and I don't need that anymore. But what I do need is this top off of the dish soap bottle. This is going to become the mouthpiece for my French horn. So I'm going to take this and put it on the other end of the hose, like this. And this is the part that my mouth, I rinsed it off, don't worry, I got rid of the soap. This is the part that my lips go onto to buzz. Remember, we have to buzz our lips. Well, it's kind of stuffy and hard to blow through, so I'm going to make a couple small modifications here. And then we're going to see just exactly what we can do with this. Hang on a second. Yeah, just trim this off as I'm just going to trim. You can see the hole there is pretty small, and we're going to make that a little bit bigger. All right, get rid of that. Now you can see much bigger. I can get more air to blow through, and it still fits on my instrument just fine. Nice! Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. You can make it like a trumpet and have it pointed way out front. You can make it like a sousaphone, like you see in the marching band. Or you can make it like a hunting horn or a French horn. Coil it up. Unfortunately, we can't make it like a trombone because it would have to have a long movable slide. We don't have those items with us today. So check it out, everybody. It's my brass on a budget. All right. Well, if you have a chance to make yourself a brass instrument on a budget, I'd love to see a video of that from home. Have a great day, and I'll look forward to making some more music with you soon. Take care.